Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. SOUNDEFFECT here with another live reaction. Bonus reaction, that is. Let's make it happen.
There goes that man.
Because when duty calls, I mean, what are we going to do, you know? 7 likes and 4 people in the room? How does that work? All right, hit the like button, guys, as you're coming to the room. Denver in the building. Brooklyn. I said Brooklyn. Denver. What's going on? Edwina's representing Las Vegas as usual. What's up, Nathaniel? You good? Emperor's first in the building. Typically first in the beginning of the show. Much love, Emperor. How you doing, man? Let's have a good show. Y'all know that. Y'all know the rules, man. We reach that goal of $100. We come back here and we react tomorrow again. More than likely, can be the delusion. It's high. It's high. How you guys doing today? Chicago in the building. Here to get you through your Saturday. Let's spin the clip, man. Let's do it. Let's break down some archetypes. Kendra G, she just won't keep her mouth shut. If she would just keep her mouth shut, then maybe I wouldn't have so much content to cover. She's always talking about that men won't leave her alone, but she's sort of antagonizing the talking points. So let's do it, baby. Thumbs up. Stanford, Connecticut in the building. What's going on? That's Akin. What's going on? Patrick. Victor's representing Chicago. RM, that's the greatest moderator on YouTube. Let's do work. Let's do good work. How you guys doing today? A few more minutes and we're going to just go ahead and get started. We're going to get right into the first reaction. Not gonna waste too much time. Virginia in the building. Dallas in the building. Let's go. How y'all doing? Welcome. Hit the like button as we get going. Let's have a great show. Here we go. All right. Bombay, India. Wow. How you doing? Welcome. Hit the like button on your way into the room. I guess let's not waste too much time. We got a few archetypes to cover before we get over to Kendra G and her conversation that she had with a man who wanted to use some advocacy talking points. Things got interesting. It's just, again, Kendra makes it so easy for us to use her for content. I mean, I don't know. She never stops talking. She had a conversation with a guy who, at first he just seemed sort of chill and didn't seem like there was much to him. Then he started like coming heavy. He sounded like those guys who are just now finding, you know, people like Kevin Samuels' content, any kind of advocacy content. He sound like really new to the content, and he was trying his best to explain to Kendra some things that Mr. Samuels has tried to explain to her. I've tried to explain to her during our back and forth. A lot of different things that Kendra just doesn't really get about, like, and it really puts into perspective that Kendra G isn't so much that she's delusional, it's that there are certain dynamics to this conversation that just went right over her head, and we're gonna get into it. Definitely stay for the feature presentation. 7 days into 75 strong, 1 gallon of water, meditation, 15-minute stretch, 10 pages of a book, indoor and outdoor workout, and a progress photo. I'm on day 7. Body hurts. I'm tired, but I'm actually loving it, and I feel good, and I feel better each day. And I'm starting not to really feel all achy and that old man stuff that, you know, when you start getting back out there. I'm starting to feel fresh, and it's good when I'm running. I'm like, but yeah, that takes care of the personal. TNN, Shannon Sharpe settled his case with the situation with the woman. I'm going to talk about it really quick because I don't really care and I want to get out of it, but it's the main news involving black men right now that I got to cover. Shannon Sharpe's dealing with that situation. It never looks good when men settle out of court. Even when Michael Jackson settled out of court and he was like super innocent, it looked bad for like years, even though Michael Jackson didn't even do anything to anybody. You know, it sucks. I think anytime you settle a big, high-profile case like what Shannon Sharpe was dealing with, people are just going to be like, people are going to be judgmental. They're going to be like, oh, shit, he settled. He settled. That nigga did it. And even if you didn't, Shannon, like, even if you didn't, you know what I'm saying? That's the perception. Like, you know what I mean? That's the perception. Kawana Nash says, do it again, Thon. She took the sponsor spot. She dropped 25 just to say that. Much love to her. Shouts out to her. Let's the air horn off her. Kawana Nash. Thank you very much, sweetheart, for being our sponsor for the moment. Somebody's gonna have to be $25 to knock you out of the sponsor spot. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. And we do what again? You like do it again, Thon? Do what again? What do you want me to do again? Comment down there. What do you want me to do? Okay. Tampa, Florida in the building. What's going on? I like seeing the reach. I'm gonna start shouting the locations out, just because I miss doing it. We like the show had gotten to a point before we started getting, you know, whatever got us back banned. We had like 700 people in the room sometimes, and that's just I can't keep up with the comment section. I tried slowing it down. Even in the beginning of the show, I just couldn't see all the locations. People would be like, "Oh, you ain't shout out my city or whatever." I felt like I was leaving people out, so I just stopped doing it for a little while. And it's not a good thing when our numbers go down, but I feel like I can be more interactive with the comment section. So I do like that aspect of it. Okay. Oh, yeah, I definitely will, sister. Thank you. You know I will. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and get into the show.
Other countries and stuff, and I'm in Florida. I'm not trying to meet nobody in other countries.
Okay. So we want to make sure that you in the U.S. of A.
Yes. And I got so discouraged that I got off the app. So I guess since you picked me again, I guess I better get back on the app.
Yeah, yeah, that's the only contact information you can share is the dating app profile.
I'm going to get back on the app, I promise.
Okay, so you want to proceed?
Alaska.
Wow. It's up to you. I mean,
much love to my people out in Jacksonville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And
well,
my people
you
in
have to know
Mississippi
your app
too.
profile, so you're going to make one up?
Philly.
Okay, well, I guess I better. Okay,
much love to all my Philly people
else,
out there.
I was just reading the comments.
Well, we can do it, and then you can set up your profile after. We'll go over the username.
Right, that'll work.
Okay. So, Leanne, Florida, how old are you?
I'm 58.
Okay, 58. What you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
Do you have any kids?
I have one daughter.
How old's your daughter?
She's 30.
30. Okay. One daughter. You ever been married?
Once to her dad.
When did you get divorced?
Ooh, back in 1999. I've been single since 19. That was so mean.
Jamal Edwards dropped 16 on the show. Much love to David Edwards. Very consistent supporter and subscriber. I appreciate it. That brought us to 40. Just about halfway. Much love, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's continue. That's David Edwards. So that man some love.
Time waster. What's wrong with me trying to? Let me stop reading the comments. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, Kendra. Go ahead.
Oh, you got. Okay, I was confused. I'm confused. You got divorced in 1999?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Leanne, Florida, 58 nurse. Mm-hmm. One daughter that's one daughter that's 30. Was once married. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Aquarius. How many years was you married for?
5, a little over 5 years.
Was you married to your daughter's father?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 5 years. Okay, got you. Leanne, what kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a man that has a sense of humor. That's very important. I'm looking for a man that is kind of, I want to be courted. I want to be courted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want him to pursue me. I don't want to run behind nobody. A lot of these men want you to be blowing up their phone and things like of that sort. And I want to feel special. And a lot of men just, I don't know why they playing games. I don't know. They be playing games. I don't know why. They don't know what they want. If they don't want a relationship, then don't be on a dating app. You feel me?
Well, there's more than one woman on the dating app.
No, but I'm saying like, okay, I said I'm gonna update it and be straight to the point of, yeah.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Uh, I can't deal with a person that drinks too much because I drink, but some people drink and act, crazy. Um, I want someone that works out because I am trying to work out. I'm trying to lose these extra pounds. So I want someone that's pretty healthy. I am a nurse, so if you have blood pressure problems, I could work with that. A lot of older men have diabetes, hypertension, things like that. I can help them with that. I don't mind. I could work with that.
Okay. So should he look a certain way? Did I just ask you that question?
Okay. I don't want to go too hard. This woman actually seems like a sweet lady. Is she, a little bit jaded and delusional in her talking points, like a lot of the women we react to? Yes. But, we react to too many booger wolves throughout the week and the month to for me to just really, just lay the axe down heavy on this lady. She seems like a sweet lady. Doesn't seem like she's causing the black community any harm. But I do agree with my comment section and a lot of their sentiments, even though they're a lot brasser. I'm going to let them speak because they're a lot. They're going to meet you where you're at because they're everyday people in the dating market who have to deal with this crap and have to deal with women in the dating market, and they're tired. They're tired of hearing it. And a lot of these things, like you want to be courted and all this other stuff, it's very modern again. But then again, it's coming. I think you're counting on an idea of the way dating and relationships used to be, and it doesn't exist like that anymore. And I think a lot of times women have had a ton of time out of the dating market. You guys really just you put your head down, work, survive, and then you come back into the dating market very unaware of how things work. Ma'am, I can just tell you seem like a sweet lady, but you're just typical post-wall woman. So many standards. Most older guys are probably gonna just try to deal with younger women than deal with an older woman who has a plethora of baggage and rules he has to follow. Women are always saying you guys want to deal with younger women because they're easier to control. It's like, well, sort of. I mean, not in a negative context, but I mean, you kind of got the gist. I mean, we don't want to control her like she's our slave, but we don't want her fighting us either. Sorry, y'all. That's the most long-winded rant of the show. My bad, guys. I can't talk. Let's get into it.
No, you didn't.
Scatterbrain.
I'd like. They don't have to be. They can be short because I'm 5'2". I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments.
See, she's trying to be reasonable.
They don't have to be a certain height. They don't have to be a certain complexion. They don't have to have a beautiful set of teeth because my teeth are legit. But yeah, just look halfway decent. I clean up well. I look rough now because I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? But I get cute. I can get cute.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Not necessarily. I mean, I make good money. So, as long as he take me on some dates, I do like to go on a few dates. But I could cook. I could cook for him.
Okay, now I am going to use you for an example. Again, black women, you guys have worked so hard at trying to be a better man than yesterday that you all have you've forgotten just what men are actually looking for. This is getting very depressing. Like So let me get this straight. You women are far less feminine, far less cooperative, and appreciative of black men than the previous 4 decades of black women. You relish in the failure of a black man to meet a standard of yours in a very overt manner, and we see this. What in the world makes you think that this is going to equal chivalry? Western women are insane for expecting chivalry because of the men they've tried to turn into. I'm shocked that a lot of black women are expecting chivalry, for real. Seriously, and it's because of your 10 toes down stance you took on being an independent woman and all this other stuff. And y'all sound ridiculous when y'all want to do that and be like, take me somewhere. I want to go out. I want to go somewhere. Take me outside. Yeah, it's a real big girl of you that you have men narrowed down to. You have men basically solely narrowed down to just an experience. I can tell you've been talking about dating and courting or whatever. And this is a sweet woman, but she represents her ideas, not her character, not who she is as a mother, whatever, any of that stuff. She's probably a good person, but her ideas represent how juvenile and immature black women's dating standards have become. That's why we talk about the Travelicia stuff. We talk about how black women are just like, at the end of the day, I just want to go on a date. That sounds crazy because a man has so much more to offer in regards to a long-term relationship or potential marriage or so on and so forth. He has so much more to offer than that. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm starting to come down to. I think you women have accepted defeat on some level, rather it be conscious or subconscious. You know that you're cooked. So you're just looking for like the bare minimum to ask for, to think that that'll make it better. I just won't ask for that much. I'll just say, you know what, just take me on a date, and then that'll make the right guy be like, woo, found me a sister that ain't looking for a lot. Let me go ahead and settle down. When, of course, nothing could be further from the truth. It's not how men operate.
I do like to go on a few dates, but I could cook. I could cook for him if he wants to come by. He could cook for me. I like a man that knows how to cook. That's nice.
Highway 20 skinny. What's up, man?
Yeah, but money.
I miss my people. What's happening?
I can't be with nobody that ain't got no money. Oh, and have a car, please. You'd be surprised how many people ain't got a car.
Okay.
I can't be taking you out on a date in my car all the damn time.
Again, the women who have worked, the women who have worked, who haven't worked as hard on themselves are the women who have these sort of standards, which makes me want to just go straight to the Kendra cam.
On it, so we're not gonna judge her.
Girl, let me see if I can set this phone. Okay, you can't really see me. Can you see me?
I think we can see you. Ooh. Not the hands up.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry to have to do this to you because you're sweet.
Like Bernice. That's a big bitch.
But you are overweight. You're overweight. And this is an issue with black women in the black community. The next caller that we're gonna react to is also overweight. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna address her because she needs help also. You're overweight. And now again, women who are typically overweight in the dating market, my theory is that you end up normalizing the wrong norms. Your standards are always going to look weird by the time you get older because since you spent most of your life overweight, you had to adjust your standards in ways you never should have had to. So now you don't even know what to ask for because you're just drawing the line at a guy having a pulse or a car or whatever, just be able to pay something or whatever, because since you spent the majority of your time in the dating market at your worst, you've dealt with the worst men in the dating market. So again, that's why your standards look so crusty. You're just like, man, just have a car. It's like, well, a serial killer can have one of those. Like, what makes you think that like a car like says anything up? Like it just says, what makes you think that a car defines a man in any real way from a vanity standpoint? Maybe even as a status symbol, it does. But in totality, I mean, anytime I see a woman like, okay, I just need him to be able to just have his own car, just be able to take me on a date, I'm like, damn, let me look at you. Stand up, because you're probably big, and you've just been out here dealing with nothing but men coming fresh out of jail, men who are men who are middle-aged, still living with their mother and all this other type of crap. And now you're talking about what the dating market shouldn't be. And you've always been at the bottom. How can you even know? You've never seen the sunshine. You've never seen the sunset. You've never even seen what's going on in the dating market for real. Because you've been big. I think any girl who's been like heavy her entire dating experience, I don't care what happened in any of your relationships, you never even put your best foot forward. So shame on you too, along with any of them dudes you're trying to shame who hurt you, left you, whatever. You didn't even present yourself in like in a dateable manner. The same way y'all say broke guys shouldn't be out dating, it's the same thing. I'm moving on. I'm moving on because I like you. Because I like you and I think you're kind of sweet, I'm gonna move on. But again, you embody a lot of the bad issues that we have in the community when it comes to just like our women not maturing as fast as they should be. Now, when talking about overweight women that are a problem, this woman, I was watching this earlier, and this triggered me quite a bit. And it wasn't about her dollar amount or anything like that. It was some other things that she had to say. I'm gonna let you guys discover it with me. Only Cash Apps stop the show. Let's spin the clip.
Trey is guest hosting tonight. Go ahead, Trey. I'm gonna let you take it away.
What's up, Deanna? How you doing?
I am great.
You look good. Where you from?
I'm originally from Memphis, but right now I'm in Virginia.
VA representing tonight. How old are you, Deanna?
I'm 35.
35.
Yeah.
All right, you have any kids?
I do. I have 2.
2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been married?
Yes, I have. One time.
One time.
Legally.
How old are your 2 kids?
My kids are sorry. They're 13 and 14.
Both by the same man?
Yes, my husband, my ex-husband. Okay. Yes.
And when did y'all get divorced?
Over a decade.
Oh, okay, a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a trainer at Kadoing.
A trainer?
Yeah, like a call center trainer.
Okay.
Call rep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yeah. I didn't even think you were going to pick me. I've been trying to get on Instagram all night.
You a liar.
Okay. Well, today is your day. So look, we got Deanna. She's from VA. She's 35, 2 kids that are 13 and 14 years old. Mm-hmm. She's been married. She's a trainer for a call center, and she is a Capricorn. Deanna, what kind of man are you looking for, baby?
Just someone who's honest, loyal. I am looking for friendship. Everything you can completely ask for a Southern charm man, honestly. Like, I'm pretty.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Rather, if a man is from the Southern Hemisphere, Northern, or Western, or Eastern Hemisphere, whatever hemisphere, we don't want to be his man. That's what I need you to know. I need you to know that we don't really like. I just want men to be able to like. One day we'll be able to be honest, and until then, I'll be the voice of men, and I'll just say some of these things because I done already put my name out there for this men advocacy stuff. It's too late. They following me around. Again, like, nobody cares. Next level says disqualified at the wide back AK-thon.
Like Bernice. That's a big bitch.
The notorious NIG says, I feel like you've been on autopilot for a while. Today, your analysis is spot on. Excellent points. Much love, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Trying to do my best. Quinn says, quit shaming yourself.
Shaming yourself! Ain't nobody shaming.
Like,
pretty open. I don't really have a type.
What are the biggest deal breakers?
Loyal. I am looking for friendship, everything you can completely ask for a Southern charm man, honestly. Like, I'm pretty open. I don't really have a type.
What are the biggest deal breakers?
Men who are still like with their baby mamas on the low. I'm gonna say men who don't have a job. Because I'm very independent and
Listen, not just big women in the dating market, not even just black women, Western women in general. I'm telling y'all, if y'all actually want a guy to come in and help you with your life, I think the last thing you should probably take pride in is being independent. Men, we don't even, that does nothing about that gets our dick hard. Nothing about that makes us interested in you or impressed. Promise y'all, we don't say we don't care about y'all money because we just trying to trick y'all and shake and bake. No, we really mean that shit. We really don't give a damn. Like, seriously. That just makes you an adult. I'm tired of it. It's just like, I'm very independent. That doesn't tell me anything about what kind of woman you're going to be to me. What does that say about how well you're going to cooperate with me?
I really don't know. Like, I am a little picky, but I'm not picky, honestly.
That was my next question. Does he have to look a certain type of way?
Okay, so I'm 5', I'm really short. I'm thick.
You're 5 feet?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, we can do Kendra Cam. I honestly really it's not gonna be on. I didn't think you were gonna pick me, so I really didn't put on anything, but I am 5'. I'm sure.
Let me see. You spoke of the Kendra Cam. Let's see you.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kendra Cam now, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Wait, girl, wait.
Like Bernie, that's a big bitch.
Shaming your skull.
Why don't you got no pants on?
What? I have on shorts, and this is my house.
You have on those with shorts?
Yes.
It's like your panties.
No, I have thongs on, and then I have my shorts on.
Okay.
It's Friday, Kendra. Don't do that.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. It might be Friday, but when you call me, you are no longer in your house. You are around the world.
Kendra's right. Unfortunately, I have to agree with the hyena who's certainly gonna buy a dog too. Goddamn. Ma'am. Ma'am, is this your first day being introduced to the internet? Ma'am, this is everywhere. What the hell? This is like that song, What the Burden? Yeah, like, it's like, you really don't get this, huh? This certainly reminds me of like the Lizzo situation where she went to that game and grossed everybody out because she had like her body exposed in a way that nobody liked and preferred. And it was it invoked a very serious conversation about body shaming and what's acceptable and whatever. And I think I speak for the vast part of society when I say there's nothing more offensive than a heavy girl who's overly confident and is going to just, wear something that she knows that she shouldn't wear just because that's what she feels like she gets to do, and you don't care about how it offends anyone. It's like one time, I kid you not, like one time I was talking to this guy. He was a good guy. He was a good man. We just were having a good conversation. We had struck up. He had on shades, right? And I don't know if this guy was in the war or whatever, but I kid you not, he had his whole eye socket. His eye was just gone, right? And I kid you not, in the middle of him talking about it, he took the glasses off. And of course, inside, I'm like, ah! Right? But you guys won't believe this asshole. He didn't say anything. He just kept going on with the conversation. He was just like, Yeah, and you know what I mean? And I blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I'm sitting there like, yeah, I hear you. Oh, I get it. And I was just thinking like, the nerve of this guy to know that this is like gonna make me uncomfortable probably. Like, I just feel like some people, like, they have like deformities or things that are abnormal that require your consideration. Even if you're comfortable with it, like, even if you're like completely comfortable in your skin, what if other people aren't comfortable with your skin? It was like on Austin Powers, mole, 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 mole. Like, you know that mole is there. And again, ma'am, you know what you look like. I think the problem with society nowadays is that this is considered confident. James Muhammad says 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide. You did this to yourself, ma'am. I'm surprised you would even divulge your height. You could have the most jacked up BMI we've probably ever seen on any of these platforms. Like, ma'am, you're immensely you're incredibly unhealthy. You're not supposed to be that you're not supposed to be that small and that compact to the ground. Oh my God, I know life is heavy for you. Of course, I'm not talking figuratively or metaphorically. Unfortunately, I'm talking about literally speaking. It has to just suck to just move around. Don't you dare tell me you run. You don't run. And if you do, it's not that impressive. And you're like about to die afterwards. So that's not running. What in the elongated back hell is going on here? Like, ma'am, you have to be like, I'm trying not to just go completely off on you, but come on.
So what the world can see me, I'm very confident. So
Okay. That's what it is. Right,
we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Kendra G, I'm here to say all of your I don't go hard on the women, but I go hard on the men. It's that type of logic is what created this. Now y'all got overweight women in the dating market who, like, if they confident, it don't matter. I thought that was what y'all preaching in the sisterhood, Kendra. It's weird. Even when I agree with you, I'm like, I don't want to hear you say it though, because you're a part of the problem. I hear you uplift other girls who need to go to the gym all the time. Like, oh, I see you, girl. Knowing damn well you wouldn't trade places with them. You'd be like, I see you. Okay, hurry up and sit down. Like, because you know that they're jacked up. And then the girls who have nice bodies, you compliment them. And the girls who don't, you don't. But they still know what's up. I can't believe you got an attitude about this, Kendra. I bet you this probably keeps you up at night. You want to say something to them, but you only do it when they piss you off and you get real mad. I don't even know why. You even got all them radio ties and all that. You can say what the hell you want to say now. You're on your own. The little radio people dumped you. They're like, I quit. Whatever. They was going to get rid of you. They was going to get rid of you anyway, Kendra, because, you know, you don't have any talent. There's always that. I was trying to figure out how you had a career in talent in radio. And you don't give me the vibe that you slept your way up. You didn't do that. I don't think you slept with a bunch of men to get up there or nothing like that. I don't know. I think you got lucky but your skill, you don't have any talent. There's nothing about you that's like, I'm gonna show up every day so I can listen to Kendra G be loud on the radio. It's like, oh, well, fucking never. Okay. Let's get back into it.
Yeah. In the house.
Yes.
Show us again.
Wait,
Do it again.
You don't have to if you don't want to. You want to?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
All right.
Okay, let's see it, girl. Let's see it, Okay, honey. We got you, boo.
Shout outs to Ashley Dalton, because Ashley Dalton, she might be probably just as delusional as Kendra in some ways about men and the way that they work. But at least when a woman comes on to the show, anywhere near this level of a disadvantage, anywhere near this level of overweight, she's always like, what we gonna do about our weight, mama? And I think it's really sweet. And I think Ashley Dalton is one of the best content creators at just finding a way to like work that into the conversation without the person being offended. She's doing a phenomenal job. Right? I think you should go over to her show and take notes only on that particular aspect. Every call she's ever had with a big girl, it served you well to go check out and see what she does. Because you're phony to, like, I know when you hang up this call or when you and him get in your little private corridors, you're going to have an honest conversation about what you feel about her. But here's the thing, Kendra, she would have benefited from those honest words you're going to give him in the privacy away from the call. She would have benefited more. Y'all just having a laugh about it in private don't do shit for her. Remember that after you and him have whatever discussion y'all have about how, I can't believe this bitch, and how the fuck she thought, and what she thought she was, or what she ain't, and what she thought, and how crazy she was to come out there or whatever. If you tell her, maybe she can do something about it. And see, Kendra, that's what separates you from content creators like me. When you come to me, I'm going to tell you something you can actually use. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. And I'm going to entertain you doing it. Let's spin the clip.
Okay. So we wasn't even on that part yet. So look a certain way. Do the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
He definitely, like the last guest, have to make some money. I really take care of myself and my kids. Like,
I'm here to tell you right now.
You know, someone to take the load off a little bit. Like,
so how much money?
Okay, you want him to take a load off. Can you lose a load? I'm sorry, when a woman's sitting up 5 foot, almost, I don't know. I'm scared to say what I think you weigh. I don't even know how to guess. Somebody in the comment section is going to have to guesstimate your weight. But when I hear you say, come in, help me, make things easier on me, that's what he's going to be thinking when you're on top riding. Help me, make things easier. Take your ass to the gym. This hurts. She's probably like, why you always want to hit it from the back? Because that don't hurt. Men, we have egos, and they're kind of weird. We're annoyed by our own egos sometimes and our own private thoughts. We don't want to be rode by a girl who's so heavy that we moving with the bed. I'm moving and the bed is moving. Or I'm borderline questioning if I'm going to survive the experience. Some of you women are literally borderline a liability to get up under. Like, I can't even let you get on top because, bitch, no. Like, right? And even us guys who like big girls, we be like, man, look, I'm not gonna let you get on top this time. Even dudes who like only want a girl who like that. Even they be like, oh, no, bitch, you're not getting on top, though. I got that bad leg, and you remember what happened? Niggas not doing that. And I really just think too, a lot of you overweight women, to move away from that, you women have to really think about some things. And I always like to go to this talking point because it's less like I'm just teasing the woman, okay? Like, what about the fact that we're gonna have to save your life eventually? How can a man save you when, ma'am, you're 5 foot? Like, okay, just let's just paint a scenario. Let's just say you're at a BLPThonLexy comedy show, or you're at an event, right? And let's just say right in the middle of me killing a comedy stage, fire breaks out, bam. Or somebody's like, alhamdulillah, and I'm like, bomb, boom, and whatever, and like it's an explosion. And then you see men grabbing their girls and whisking off and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you see, like, and all you see is your man hightailing it to the exit. Because he didn't even think to try to pick you up. Because he can't. Some men don't really know like how they're gonna respond in these situations. Like everybody really judged that guy who like that shooting happened at that Batman movie and like he left his wife and his baby. That was crazy. But I sort of sometimes see why guys leave their big women. Like, man, some women got burnt up in a fire one time because she was overweight or whatever. Husband just dipped up out of there. He was like, I am out. I didn't even like the house. 2 for 1. He was like, bitch, I'm sick of you. I told you to go to the gym. And you people can't even save. You can't eat. You can't be saved. You can't save your own life. You can't be helped. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, guys. I don't know.
Should he make?
I really don't have a range. You know? I don't have a range, honestly.
Okay, no range.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Deanna, we're gonna ask you. You don't have to answer, but when's the last time you had sex?
Ooh, I don't know. Oh my God.
Over a year, months?
Yeah, let's just say over a year.
Over a year. Okay, what about when was your last relationship?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know the flaws?
All right. What are 3 flaws that you got to work on, Deanna?
Okay. I have to work on probably my attitude, okay? Because I'm a little picky and I have a very slick mouth. I'm sorry. But
ma'am, I just really think you don't know how the world works. I see why you're single. I wonder what you think a man goes through. I wonder what you think a man goes through who's in the dating market looking for a woman, and he sees a woman who is 5 feet tall, maybe approaching 400 pounds, talking about she's picky. Picky about what? Like, what exactly are you picky about? Like, where do you draw the line? Right? Where does a woman who's 5 feet tall, borderline 400 pounds, it looks like, pushing 400? I'm talking about pushing 400 easily. What exactly are you picky about, ma'am? Where do you draw the line? Even broke guys probably would look at you and have this mentality. Even guys who don't have no money wouldn't want to deal with you built the way you are. There are some guys who he only wants a woman who's built like you. But come on now, he don't ever got no money. He's always just some nigga in the shadows. Come on, let's keep it a buck. The day a woman like you is like on the arm of somebody who is like beating all their peers out in every single way, then maybe there'll be some credence to it, but not today. Much love to Intellect. I'm gonna read the Cash App first. He says, on to the next, cause ain't no effing way. Yeah, they're tired of you guys. Intellect paid $20 to get rid of you. So we might have to move on. He also dropped a super chat. Says, damn, she's a 2.5. She's 2.5 of my girl, and my girl a couple inches taller. I can curl my woman. I need a hydraulic jack's arm to curl this Jurassic beast. Yeah, it's like, do you women, I'm with intellect. Like, do you women think that we don't want to pick you up? That's sort of a part of like how we feel manly. Like some of you guys who get married the traditional way, how do you even think of, like when y'all get to the threshold of your door, how awkward is that conversation with your big ass girl? Like, because she's looking at you, he's looking at you, you looking at her, she's looking at you. And women, y'all would be knowing y'all jacked up and still be standing there like, okay, well, like, are you gonna do it? And it's like, and I think it would come from the same mentality that makes a big girl like her not know that what she had on is, we gotta start talking about how this is literally harassment. We gotta start making laws about immensely overweight people just deciding that they just want to let it hang all out. Come on, y'all. We got to figure out a way to write up in the Constitution where like the people with nice bodies still dress revealing. We have to be careful because we don't want the women who actually look good to stop coming outside showing a little skin. We just have to stop the women who shouldn't. Somehow. It's something that's been bothering me since I was a kid. Because like, what if like men who were poor all day long just walked in the banks like, I'm ready to take $1 million out of my account. Even if it's not in there, it's not in there though, but they believe it. Or they like, people who actually own a McLaren walk up to it and be like, click, click. And then like a bum just be like, thank you, and opens the door and gets in, is like, thank you, I deserve this, and gets in it and tries to. This is how you women who are overweight, this is how y'all are trying to force y'all way into like good looking women standards. This is what it would look like if men were doing the same thing. Wild work.
What I do. I think I will want to work on probably my lifestyle, maybe. Like maybe if I could be more, I have so many goals, but I need someone to help me focus on them. Like, I feel like, you know, with a companion, we kind of like, you kind of make me grow. You kind of make me want to do what I need to do. Even though that I'm doing it, it's always nice to have that validation. So, I feel like maybe that. And I don't know. I don't feel like I have flaws. I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
Whoa.
But
What are the 2 flaws you said?
so the 2 flaws is
You a
like
liar.
kind of like work on, procrastination. Let's say that.
You said I don't feel like I have any flaws.
And my attitude so far. I have 2 so far that I can kind of call out.
And that's it. No more flaws.
Well, I kind of definitely want to get in more shape. I want to lose my stomach, and I want to get in shape. Like,
Cool. Then say that first, Shawty, because that one is the most. That's the one of highest priority. Love. That's why you say that first. You feel me? Because you didn't say it first. That make me think that you're putting it in the back of your mind. Because see, the way psychology proves that the way we do the small things is typically the way we do the things that are more significant in our life. And I think you put that to the back for a reason. Like you probably put going to the gym to the back of your priorities. Dieting to the back of your priorities. Seafood broils to the top of your priorities. I'm done feeling sorry for women who say that they want to lose weight, but you're not really doing anything the day to day to really try to get that weight off. You're not running. You're not even tracking calories. You're not doing anything. And man, people standing at your height who are that heavy, I am here to tell you, I don't have to be a doctor to say you are in danger. You're hurting yourself. and I want better for you. I didn't come here to make you an example of you just to make a fool out of you and all these men could just shame you and then you're just the butt of somebody's joke. I actually do care. I had to grow up and see my aunties look like you, women who I love dearly, who ushered me into this world, not take care of their health either. That's why when y'all always are like, your mama's black and all this other stuff, it's like, yeah, that's why we're working on the problem. It's like, you seen her? Like some of our mothers aren't that dope, right? So, again.
Okay. So those three.
It says like Bernice.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I bring a lot to the table. I bring myself. I'm authentic. You a liar. I'm loyal. I feel like I'm compatible. You know, I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to learn more. I'm only 35. I feel like I'm extra young. Okay. And
only 35. Again, ma'am, I like your sweet nature and you're trying to have an innocent, feminine, whatever. But again, ma'am, everything that you're saying, it's just not adding up. Anybody else get that?
I feel like I'm compatible. You know, I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to learn more. I'm only 35. I feel like I'm extra young. Okay.
You feel like you're actually young. I kid you not. Black women are collectively suffering from arrested development. I do not say that because I mean to insult black women. I say that because I personally believe that it's true. I believe that our women stop aging around somewhere around the ages of like 14 years old. Ma'am, you're 35. Now, in life, 35 years old, that's not that old when it comes to just like being a person who, and we're talking about a person independently of the dating market. We're not talking about the dating market. We're moving the dating market, the dating conversation over here. We're just talking about life. Yes, 35 is young. We're just talking about the full life expectancy of a human. Now, when talking about marriage, 35 for a woman, that is old. You are old for marriage at that point. Mr. Samuels, I think, drew the line at a good spot, 29. 29-year-old for marriage. And I remember hearing that from the older women saying that to younger women in my family well before there was even YouTube. These principles aren't even new. You guys are just mad at the new messengers. But this message ain't new. And some of you real dishonest women out there, you all have had a few of these conversations with your OGs and with your G-Mas and with your grandma, whatever you call her. And she was the first person who said, if you don't do this and you don't do that, you're not going to get a man. If you don't focus on this, you don't focus on that, you're not going to get a man. And y'all come out here to these dating relationship conversations and act like men made that shit up. Very intellectually dishonest.
Um,
35 talking about I'm still young. You're not young for marriage.
Why not?
You're
Why
not young to
wouldn't you
play
wanna
around.
date me?
Ma'am. Because it smells like meatloaf under one of the folds. Like, ma'am, you must not. I can tell you're one of those women to where you're real delusional about where big women rank in the dating market. Like, you're super delusional about where big women rank in the dating market. I'm going to tell you where you rank last. And even if you're a guy who don't discriminate against big girls, you have to accept the fact that they're last. You just like big girls, and that's okay. Shit, like, if you love your girl, you love your girl. Like, it is what it is. But she's last, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Especially if you cool with it. You made the decision, she's getting it done for you or whatever, blah, 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 that's cool. But but she was last. And I just think a lot of you women, y'all just don't be knowing when y'all in last place. You guys have no idea. You think that there are more men out there willing to accept a 5-foot woman approaching 400 pounds than you think. I think you probably got the worst BMI we've ever seen on Kevin Samuels' show, Kendra G show, any of these shows combined. You probably got the worst BMI. And I'm not saying that to offend you. I hope I can motivate you and inspire you to get your ass in the gym. Your dating options will look better. Your dating options will look better, man. Right now, it doesn't look like you give a damn. Now, feature presentation and the woman of the hour. Just kidding. I'm not going to say woman of the hour because this isn't going to go good for Kendra. Because Kendra continues to Kendra keeps flapping this. She keeps flapping this. And a lot of times, Kendra always like to say, I'm not a dating and relationship coach and whatever. I'm a journalist. But then if she hears something that triggers her, she starts trying to give game. And a lot of times, it's usually never that good. And hence why her own advice has led her to where it's led her. She's an older woman who doesn't even have a man and don't even look like it's even coming close to being a possibility. And now she's trying to slogan how cool being single is now because that's how over it is for her. I'm here to tell you that what you guys are getting ready to witness is what happens when somebody fights very hard to rebel against a conversation to a point where they don't even understand what the conversation is actually about. Someone who took being triggered to such a level that we can prove that Kendra G, throughout the 6 years, this conversation has been viral. She's barely understood what men are trying to say. This bitch is dumb. I'm trying to tell y'all, this bitch is stupid. She doesn't even hardly understand what men are talking about. This dude is an entry level, like, dating and relationship, trying to, like, work the talking points. He wasn't even that good, and he still was more intellectually sound than the Kendra was throughout this exchange. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and spin the clip on this interesting exchange that's probably going to end up on World Star.
Hello?
Hi, Kendra. How are you?
Good. Where are you calling me from?
Oh, already. You already know, Connecticut.
I didn't know that. Connecticut?
I rep,
Okay. What
I,
part of
I rep
Connecticut?
Middletown, Central
I'm
Connecticut.
from Connecticut.
I know. I just was in Waterbury the other night. Actually, the Little League team is playing in the sectionals, and they're one of the best teams in the country.
Which Little League team?
Waterbury.
Waterbury. Is it Waterbury Knights?
No. It's just like Little League, so basically 12U majors.
Oh, okay. Kendra G Singles, the dating app. It's available now. My name is Erin.
And shouts out to those kids out there also. I'm so glad that my dad put me in baseball. It made me follow the Little League World Series growing up. And it's one of the amazing things all year round when you start seeing that there are kids who understand this very complex game on a high level, much love to those kids. Okay. Just wanted to add that.
Aaron, no. My name is Ernest.
Ernest. And are you looking for love, Ernest?
Of course, Kendra. Come on.
Okay.
I'm dating intentionally.
I love this. How old are you?
I am 36. I'll be 37.
You'll be 37. Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many kids?
I have one son.
How old's your son?
He will be 6 in November.
Okay.
We're both Scorpios.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
I have not, but I gotta give it to you, Kendra. Like these females that come on here. I have been engaged one time though.
Why didn't you guys get married?
I mean, that's a long story. We don't have enough time for that. But, at the end of the day, like, I believe that when it comes to relationships, I'm giving everyone the tea and the playbook here. And I'm not even charging. You're the big time, Kendra. Basically, like, when it comes to relationships, like, in terms of marriage, if you want to get married, that's all in the man's hands. Like, he holds all the keys to that. And when it comes to, like, any relationship in the beginning, like, if you want to have an intimate relationship, that's all in the female's hands. Like, she holds the keys to that.
So,
basically what he's saying is men control access to marriage. Women control access to booty clapping sounds. Shouts out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Very simple logic. Did anybody miss that? Because it is very simple logic, and it actually is true. When a guy approaches a woman and says, "Hey, shawty, can I hit that?" and she says no, that's where it ends, or the guy goes to jail. He's absolutely correct. a woman can't, no matter how much a guy likes a woman, or no matter how much a guy is in love with a woman, like, or no, excuse me, no matter how much a woman is in love with a man, she can't force him to propose. She can't force him to say, hey, will you be my girlfriend? Or will we, like, a man is responsible for making it exclusive. This is all he's saying. Men control access to relationships. Women control access to their bodies, which certainly is true. Hell, the law even says it's true. But let's continue.
You guys are so gay. Yes, ma'am.
With what you just said, how does that make sense if a man wants to marry a woman and she says no? How does he hold the key to that marriage?
Well,
Y'all see what I'm talking about Kendra being stupid? You are really dumb, for real. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Kendra. I think you missed the point. Like, he didn't say that he can force a woman into a marriage. He says, what he's saying is that he decides, or men decide, who gets married. And I'm not sure if you're listening or you were listening. It just didn't register in that brain of yours. It didn't really register because I don't think you understood what he was saying. And you heard Mr. Samuel say this. You've heard other men on other podcasts say this. And how long have you had that awful response holstered? But I'm here to tell you it's not a good one. But because a woman can say no, that doesn't change the fact that the guy decides if the marriage happens. You looked at one small variable of the scenario and just lived there and didn't even think deeply about it. He's still right, Kendra. Let's continue.
I'm saying that's for a different type of man. That would never happen to me, Kendra.
Well, so you're saying any woman you want to marry, you will be able to marry?
Absolutely. Without it.
Okay, now, I'm not all the way with this dude. He's one of those dudes who give men advocacy a very, very, very bad name. But when talking about what Kendra was talking about, like, I'm still more on his side. He is, like, he's trying to, like, instead of him just using the talking points and trying to speak from logic, he's trying to look a type of way. He wants people to think he's cool. He's trying to look like he's got something to give the internet. He wants to try to, like, put himself out there, I guess, which is fine, but it just doesn't look like he's had much practice. Got the greatest comment section.
No.
They are great.
Okay, well, I respect the confidence, but I would
No,
like to
it's
say
just
that
facts. I only speak in facts. I'm a very analytical guy.
Yeah, well,
speak...
you can't speak in facts that because you're not married. So if you get married,
but
you can
there you go.
it.
Like I said, I was engaged,
Engaged is not married. That's what.
And the ball's in my court.
Yeah, and that's what Kevin Samuel said to you too, Kendra, and you disagreed with. Yeah, ain't that what Mr. Samuel said to you? You said, "Oh, well, I was engaged one time before," and Kevin Samuel says, "Oh, engagement queens." He was like, he got pissed. He got pissed. Somebody says, do the Kendra can? Kendra can. It's like, no, it's like.
So if I wanted to marry her, we would be married.
Okay, well, that's one woman. I don't know who that woman is, and that woman doesn't equal to every woman. So I mean, that probably woman you probably could have married, but I don't believe you can marry every single woman you would want to marry, unless.
But I would only want to marry a select few. I'm very selective, so.
Okay, that's fine. But what I will say is this: you are.
Yeah, like, and again, he's too new in the conversation to know never to speak in absolutes ever. I'm a guy who, like, before I got out of the dating market, I like to think I probably was more lucky than I deserve. Like I just felt like certain things were just coming a little bit even too easy for me. But I still would never talk like this guy. I still would never say, "Oh yeah, I could get any woman to want to marry me." Like, again, he's showing signs of the newbie, I want to be heard content creators. It never sounds refined, but he's trying to find himself. He's coming out of the divorce. Men go through a rage stage, then they get intellectual and they polish.
You are talking in theory and not in fact. It would be fact if you were a married man.
Well, I mean,
then you could prove.
I don't want to I don't want to talk myself up, Kendra.
One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
No one controls marriage because this is not prison, and women leave marriages every single day. They say women are the reason the divorce rate is so high. So how could a man control something when a woman can end it when she wants to?
No, either party could end it at any point in time.
This is the problem that I think is happening. Everybody wants to control someone else.
Who said that?
All the people that I know are married. It takes two people in agreement. It can't be only one person.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you 1,000%.
So with that being said, a man doesn't control a marriage because a woman can leave it and she can also decline the request.
I think you misunderstood what I was saying.
I heard what you said.
No, Kendra, you definitely did understood what you definitely did misunderstand what he's saying. It's just you're more dedicated to being triggered now than listening. And like I remember what I said earlier, psychology has proved the way we do the small things is the way we do the big things. Kendra, this is the way you've treated the entire dating and relationship conversation. To where it's almost not even clear if you're listening to what men are saying. You're just damn sure that you disagree. You're just sure that you're not with it. But once you get to talking, it becomes very evident that it's not even clear if you even understand what's being relayed. Because Kendra, I don't even say this to tease you, because I can tease you about your bad weave and all the other stuff that you got going on, how you don't know how to pick men, your stupid wardrobe, how you're old, trying to be in the beehive still. I got so many things to get you. But being dumb, I just say that because it's the main thing that's actually holding you back. It's seriously, it's your lack of intelligence. You bring all you bring all kind of demerit to HBCU degrees in college graduates, because if they release people like you out onto the street, them degrees ain't shit. You are touched, and I always knew it. Something stupid, something. I always knew something wasn't right about you, Kendra. You slow. He said, I think you misunderstood me. He wasn't trying to be offensive. You do misunderstand him. You think he's saying, oh, since men control marriage, we can just say, hey, bitch, get over here and marry me right now. And that's because I said, because I'm a man and I got control of marriage. And you can never leave. That's not what the hell he's saying. He's saying women don't get married unless men get on one knee and say, do you want to marry me? Y'all can't propose. Y'all tease those broads when they even attempt to do that. So since men have to make the gesture happen and y'all don't have anything to do with it, that means we control access to it. It's really not even that hard, but you're too dedicated to not hearing this brother. And also not hearing the entire landscape of men advocacy, whether that be MTR, me, the Lapeef Network, Cooley, anybody who's trying to talk reason into you, O'Shea Duke Jackson, all of them. Anybody who's tried to make a video to help you, you're just all you see is black men and you think that they're just after you and they're just jealous. But no, they're trying to actually talk to you and like tell you that what you're saying is like wrong, but you're not listening. Just like you're doing with this guy right here. He's not even mad at you. He came on being very supportive or whatever, and you think he's trying to get a moment on your show. He's really just trying to like intellectually spar with you in a friendly way. I don't even think he's trying to go viral. But I think if you would have had a man and a proposal yourself by now, Kendra, this wouldn't be so damn triggering. That's the other aspect of it. That's the other aspect of it. I know had everything worked out with, you know what I mean, with old boy, you better jump back, boy. You little Nigerian? Yeah. If that would have worked out, all these, oh, women are really happy single speeches wouldn't even be happening. You be back talking about women and how you want to get married and your day. When you was with that dude, you was lit up like a Christmas tree. I never seen you happier on the show. Whole time he ain't even really want you because you silly and you don't know how to pick men.
My dog died long.
How many IDs did he have when y'all got done counting them?
I'm saying just getting. I'm just saying getting to the altar.
I heard what you said. It's a rhetoric that has been.
There's no rhetoric here. I'm just speaking in facts, Kendra.
No, you're not speaking in facts because you can't prove it, honey. You're not a husband.
What I'm saying, Kendra, I can prove it. That at the end of the day, like I would never want to be with a woman that would get down on one knee and propose to me.
I mean, that's fine, but what I'm saying is the only way that you can prove
without someone getting down on one knee, then how are you going to get married?
But what I'm saying is, here's the deal: a man can get down on one knee, the woman can still say no. So therefore, he doesn't control the outcome. All he can do is present it, and she can accept or decline.
If there's any doubt in his mind, right, then he shouldn't be getting down on one knee.
At the end of the day,
if there's a shadow of doubt, then maybe that relationship isn't meant to be forever.
So, Ernest, at the beginning of this, you said you were dating intentionally. So why do you feel since you control marriage, you're not married?
Because
he didn't say that he controls. Kendra, you're such an idiot. When did he say that he controls when he controls like the probable, like he doesn't know the likeliness of like a woman's willingness to accept his proposal? That's not even what he's talking about. See, and did y'all hear her go, yeah, men have been trying to pass these people have been trying to say this all around. You think that we're all saying it because it's not true? Maybe there's something to it. Kendra, where you see pattern and correlation, maybe you should try to have some understanding. Because what he said is true. He said that if a man doesn't get down on one knee and propose, a marriage doesn't happen. You say, well, what if a woman doesn't accept the marriage? That's not the fucking point. She can't even deny a marriage without a man. There's one for you, Kendra. A woman doesn't even get an opportunity to deny a proposal unless a man offer her ass one. You see how you still lose, bitch? You see that?
My dog died long.
You see that? You still suck. You still suck. You see how you thought you were going somewhere, but really you're not going anywhere. You're like, well, how do you know? Well, why aren't you married yet? Why haven't you gotten a woman to marry you? That's not even the point. He could never get married until he passes away, and he still would be right that men control access to marriage, women control access to their bodies. What the hell is so wrong about that? It's only true. I love when somebody don't know that they like aren't that they don't know what they're talking about and they just standing on business. It's kind of funny to watch that glare of stupidity in their eyes.
Women that want to marry me, there's like a laundry list of women that would marry me tomorrow, but they're just not for me. They're not my person, right. Kendra.
So therefore, the woman that you want, you can't get. That's what you're saying.
No, actually, we're dating right now. But I'm saying I'm just putting myself out here because like at the end of the day, I'm helping you out. Like I
No,
mean,
Ernest,
once
you're not
no,
doing a
you
goddamn
didn't let
thing
me
for me.
finish. You like to cut people
No,
off,
no.
Kendra.
Well,
What I'm
Ernest,
saying
you're
is
just
that
doing
like
this.
once I get on
Ernest,
there,
no one knows you until this moment. You're not helping me out. What are you talking about? Are you seriously in your heart or soul, in your chest, in your lungs, thought you were helping me out? Baby, are you insane? We don't even know who you.
Kendra, listen. I agree with you. He can't help your brand. I agree with you. He can't help your brand. He's a nobody. You got him there. Nobody knows who he is. But I'll tell you where he's got you and where he could have helped you. He could have helped you understand that talking point if you cared to listen. But I didn't hear a woman even trying to hear what that guy was having to say. And Kendra, I found that very reflective of how you've listened to all the dating and men relationship, how the lens you viewed it all through. It's very reminiscent of how I've watched you handle every aspect of like what men have had to say about the dating market. The truth is, Kendra, is just because a woman can turn down a proposal, that doesn't give her any power over if a marriage happens or not. That means that a woman can be offered a proposal and turn it down. But it doesn't mean that she decides who gets married or not at that point. It just means she turned down a marriage. Like, for example, just a couple of weeks ago, a girl walked right up to me and offered me sex. Right? Now, I turned it down. Like, I turned down the offer, of course. But again, by your logic, because you said like I have control, even though I turned down, I still should have access, even though I turned it down. I still do I automatically have access to just because she offered it at one point? Does that mean I can knock on her door 2 weeks later and be like, "Hey, I'm ready to cash in on those sheets"? Remember what you said? Remember what you did? And ain't none of that change your mind stuff and all that. You know what I mean? I'm hot and I'm ready. What's up? It doesn't change anything about the dynamic. It doesn't change anything about how much access I have to her body or not. I don't have any more rights just because she offered it to me. That doesn't mean if I see her again, I can knock her upside the head and take it. Give me that. Right? It's not hard to turn a woman down from sex. All you gotta do is just say no, go home, work out for 3 hours, take a cold shower, beat off a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You'll be all right. Pray. For all my Christians out there, pray. If you're not Christians, meditate. Cold water, ice plunges. It's not easy. You just learn to do it over time. There's nothing easy about not sleeping with other women when you're in a relationship. And I like being honest about that because I don't think a lot of men usually are. A lot of men who have lasted as long as I've lasted being faithful, they're always like saying shit that make themselves, like they're trying to grand themselves up like, oh yeah, you men are just underneath me. You have no discipline. It's all about self-control. I'm like, no, I'm just like all of y'all. And every year that goes by, it's very difficult and it's not easy. And every year that goes by, I think I get harder on my girl. Like, you better act right because like all my hoes are gone now. Like every single one of them. None of them would probably, like, if I hit up any of my old hoes from back in the day, None of them would probably give me any play. You know, like, do you understand what type of sacrifice that is? You would treat me with the utmost respect. The utmost respect. I left the dating market at 30. I'm 36. I call up them hoes. They're gonna be like, "Who is this?" They're gonna be like, "Nigga, who is this? Who is this?" A man sacrificing monogamy it's so much different. It's so much different than a woman's sacrifice in monogamy. I think we should be given more respect. I think men should be shown more respect for like what we deal with. You know what I mean? Like, retention certainly is God mode, but it's also like it tests you. That's why it makes you feel godly, because the current is so strong. That's why it makes you feel like that. But again, I feel like in my best retention periods, only thing I really discovered is that I'm just like every other guy. I'm like, man, if it's this difficult, like, okay, I'm in 4 months and now all of a sudden I'm ready to like commit a crime. And I'm thinking all these unhealthy, impure thoughts. Everything looks good to me. I'm standing at attention to things that didn't even make me horny before. It's actually like when I was like 3 months into like a strong retention journey, it just made me a worse person. It was, well, not in the sense to where like it made me more disciplined, but because of course it's retention. So I mean, I gained some discipline from it. But I'm just here to say, all in all, I was miserable. I was fucking miserable. I was miserable. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. I did. I enjoyed delivering it for you guys. Men weren't created to be monogamous. We certainly were not. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones every day that we're not born to be monogamous. That's why, like, any woman who gets with me, like, I always remind her that, like, there are like so many women out there, and just like, please just appreciate this. Because I'm good with women. I love women. Women love me. And I'm done. Like, this relationship that I'm in now, if I were to get another relationship out of this, like, I might have to leave men advocacy, because I might just be a trick. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm tired. You get old. You don't even know if you can trust somebody again, like, and I don't even know if it's about like trust. It's just really more about like, I just don't want to get you out of my face, Much love to Janessa. She dropped 10 more on the show. She says, Dialogues are my fave. Much love. I appreciate delivering them. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for showing up with me today. I will see you guys on the next show. Take care.